it's Kelly, and I am back with another layout. This is another layout that I made for Chamel's Clear the Desk class. This is the last layout in the second kit that I made up. So I haven't done another kit yet, but I need to get on that soon. I'm really in a place where I'm really trying to bust some of my stash and some of the older stash that I have, or where I have a lot of things. So that's the kind of just place I'm in. So anyway, that floral paper is from Chickanity Crafts, and I believe it's from the 365 collection, but I don't know that for sure. And then I use that, my photo mat is, it has diamond rings on the back, but you can't really tell that when you use it as this tiny slice of a photo mat. It was just a great color. So I'm going to use that, and that is a scrap from my stash from when I was scrapbooking my nephew's weddings. So I don't know exactly what the name of that paper is. So there's that. This is a photo of a very close friend of mine, and we happened to be in Arizona together in November, and someone took a picture of the two of us together while we were making dinner for my mom's birthday for her. And so I just thought that was cool that I have a picture of us together. We don't get them taken all that often. It's not a great picture of me, actually, but oh well. Just happy to have one of us together. She's struggling with some health issues right now, so I'm just glad that we could be together and, you know, be able to enjoy that time together. So anyway, there's that navy floral paper, and I just like popped that in. She is wearing blue, but I just like the contrast with all the light. And that navy floral paper is from the Dear Lizzie Serendipity 12x12 paper pad. And then I have that pink crosshatch paper. That is from Chickanity Crafts Yippee, and it's the Hip Hip Hooray paper. And when I finished this, I believe I killed the Chickanity Crafts, all the Chickanity Crafts paper that I had. So that made me very happy. I love that paper, but it's been around a while, and I still had an envelope of it. So it's time to get it in my scrapbooks and not sitting on my shelf. And then lastly, I came back with that, well, actually, there's one more paper I have to describe. I came back with that blue polka dot paper from the Chickanity Crafts Yippee collection. It's the Here's the Story paper. And I like how that just brings in the blue. So you get pink, blue, pink, blue, and then pink. So that pink polka dot paper there is from the Bella Boulevard Sweet Sweet Spring collection. It's the To Die For paper. And I ended up having to, I pulled that out of my stash because, first of all, I didn't have any pink paper left in the kit. And the only paper that I had a full sheet of was the blue polka dot paper, and I didn't like that as just a plain background for this. It needed to be resting on something darker, was the only way I can describe it. So I went to my stash and grabbed something. But I still killed the kit with this, so I'm feeling pretty superior about that. Anyway, now I'm adding in some die cuts. And I added in that cat that you're seeing, and it says True Friend. That's been hanging around in my stash for quite a while. And that is from a Dear Lizzie collection. I don't know which one, though, because it was just like a miscellaneous one that was left. And I hadn't, I put a couple of remaining things, if there aren't that many die cuts, in one envelope for the particular manufacturer. So I don't know that for sure. The glasses are die cuts, and those came from the Serendipity die cuts. And then that little Friday cut apart there is from the Chickanity Crafts 365 daily schedule paper, which is the cut apart paper for that particular collection. So I'm so glad that those are all on the paper. Especially, I'm so glad to see that the cat made it on there in those glasses. And the only reason I put the glasses on there is that I have glasses. My friend actually also wears them as well, but has contacts on. All right, then I have this Merci tag, and that is from the Dear Lizzie Serendipity die cuts as well. And I'm just talking about, really, it's about what a good friend she is. Same thing is true with this little rose gold circle die cut. That is also from the Serendipity die cuts as well too. And it does have a hole in it, so I just kind of moved it so you couldn't see that. It's meant to be a tag. And I didn't want it to be. All right, so I'm just kind of looking to see what else I can get on this layout that I might have stickers for or pieces for. And this is my miscellaneous bunch of pieces from Dear Lizzie Collections. And here, what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring some more yellow into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that's from that 365 daily schedule, Chickadee Crafts 365 daily schedule cut apart sheet, and I just cut this off one of the remaining pieces there. And I just keep cutting it until it works for me. And I'll just ink it. And it was up in the corners, so it wasn't even a whole flower. And I managed to use it. Now I'm just playing with this a little bit because I didn't like the way those two leaves looked like that, so I just cut one of them off. Ruthless, I know, but I think it looks a lot better that way. And now I have some yellow in that corner. It's really hard to see this on camera, but that die cut, that circle die cut under the True Friend, that cat True Friend, that actually has a little bit of yellow in it. So there's a little bit of yellow in all three clusters there. That number one, I believe, is also just a, that's just a miscellaneous Dear Lizzie piece that I'd hanging around. All right, now I grabbed my Glitter Girl, my Chamel Glitter Girl glitter enamel dots because I have some of those left and I need to get them used up. And there's pink and navy in both of those, so I used one pink heart and one pink large enamel dot in each of my clusters here. I made a nice dent in that sheet. And I'm loving how this pink and navy is going together here. All right, now for my title. And that, those are Jelly Bean Soup Alpha Beans in Banana Yellow. And I'm just going to come up with my title. Now that is actually going to take up pretty much the remainder of this video, is just getting this down. So I'm taking my wax paper and I'm spelling out a very good friend. I'm going to spell out a very good friend indeed, but I am having to MacGyver some of my letters here, and you'll see that eventually. I think I had to cut some of these off. All right, so I've got that down as the E in very. I don't remember what I used for that. But I had to cut it up and kind of MacGyver it. Because you can use, you could use an O and cut that apart and put a little center in it. Just like I do often with C's, you can use a C. You can use G's and D's and P's and just kind of cut it so that it looks like the rounded part of the E, and then you just add a period or part of a straight letter to make them. So I want, you know, I really want to use up as much of these as you can. And you can see I'm really getting a lot of good use out of these letter stickers here. So at some point I'm going to have to let them go. I have lots of numbers left though. Either that or I might need to start making upper and lowercase titles. I have lots of 8s there, and we know those can make good E or good S's. Although they're kind of tall, I think, for this particular font set. All right, so I just got the word indeed down there. And that's what I did. I didn't like the way, I know what it was, is I ended up having to change it because I only had 2 C's to make E's of, and I wanted the 3 E's on the bottom. I had 3 C's left. I wanted the 3 E's on the bottom to be all the same because they're so close to each other. So I used C's for those, and then I cut up another letter, which I missed as I was talking to you. But anyway, that's why that ended up that way in the end. Okay, so now I tapped that tag up there, so I'm going to go through and get my twine. And actually my twine storage has changed a little bit. I was out of some colors and I was at Hobby Lobby. They were having a 50% off paper crafting supplies the last weekend, which is not going to be last weekend when you watch this, but I got, like, I don't know, a lot of rolls for about $7. Like more than 10 rolls, I think. So, all right, everything is done. Here's the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye, everybody.